Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I went from a broke high school kid to making over $15,000 a month at only 17 years old. I'm going to break down the exact system, the exact scaling process that I actually used to go from working a 9 to 5 job, slaving away, having literally zero money to now hitting 1K days, $600 days, $10,000 months. And this screenshot is pretty old. It's from September 23rd, but it's the only one that I had saved. And with all my fucking news stores, I have no other screenshots with the last 30 days because I haven't even had a store for 30 days for a very, very long time. But we're still making around $15,000 a month, right now. So I added about 5K a month revenue, from September, which is pretty cool as well. So I'm going to show you guys, like I said before, man, all the scaling processes, all the systems, and if you're a complete beginner, what you guys need to do to get your foot off the ground, get the ball rolling, and actually start the steps to a successful reselling business, even if you don't have a lot of money or a lot of experience. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself and why I do what I do. You see, 1 year ago, I had less than $160 to my name. I was working a 9 to 5 job at a grocery store, literally right next to my house, for 50 hours a week, and I literally hated every second of my life, bro. I remember I was so dedicated to working hard and getting money whatever way I could, bro. I would literally walk because I didn't have a car. I was 15 at the time, and then going into 16, and I couldn't afford a car when I was 16. Um, Bro, I remember I would literally walk. I would work 5 to 10 on, even sometimes 5 to 11 on the weekdays, and on the weekends I would literally work like 10 to 12 hour shifts, bro. And every time, bro, even in the winter, I would walk from my house to work every single fucking day, bro. In the snow, in the cold, bro. It didn't fucking matter, bro. I didn't even have enough fucking money to bring lunch and eat, bro. So I would literally just sit there on my lunch break, broke as shit, bro, and then I would have to walk home every day. That's fucking ridiculous, bro. I hated being bossed around by someone who hadn't accomplished anything in their life. All these fucking managers trying to tell me what to do, how to do my job, when really they're a fucking bot, bro. They're fucking bots. They're a part of this broken system, and they think that, oh, they're so cool because they got a promotion and they get to boss around kids trying to, make a living, trying to make a decent wage, but they're not fucking anything, bro. I hated being treated like a robot rather than a human being. I hated putting all my drive and my effort and my time into a broken system that paid me 10 times less than I knew I was worth, bro. I would literally work probably, I don't even know, 60 hours a week, bro. And I would get paid like just fucking pennies, bro. Pennies. It was not worth it, bro. For as much work as I was putting in, as much stress I was putting into, bro. I literally fucking lost my fucking girlfriend because of this job, bro. This shit literally ruined my life. But it was also a blessing because I started reselling, right? I spent my last $160, all that I had, on 4 colognes, bro. I sold them on eBay and I kept scaling until I got to where I am today, right? So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact system that I used to start my reselling journey as a beginner who had zero money, who was probably in a a very similar situation that you are in right now, and then teach you how to scale that into a real business that generates me money every month, and I literally don't even have to try, right? I'm going to break down every single thing, every single system. And this is going to have to start off with the very, very basics, right? And I'm going to start off with the basics to help you guys out. The first thing you guys need capital. You need money to start, bro. All of these people telling you that you can start reselling with $0 is bullshit. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth drop shipping products, spending your time on that. Just go mow 5 lawns for $100 and come back and start reselling, bro. That's literally all you need to do. You need capital to start. I would recommend at least investing 150 to 500 bucks, bro. If I was able to invest more money into my business when I started, I 100% would, bro. But I kind of had to use the money that I made from reselling to keep expanding my inventory. But if you have $1,000 laying around, if you have 2K laying around that you're not fucking doing anything with, invest it into something, bro. It doesn't have to be reselling necessarily, but if that's a route you want to go, then do that, bro. Invest your money. Don't just let it fucking sit there. But invest at least 150 to 500 to start reselling. That way you can get a variety of products and you can kind of see, what products are going to end up working the best for you. Like I said, bro, if you have zero money, then reselling is not for you right now, right? Doesn't mean you can't do it in a month. It doesn't mean you can't do it tomorrow. You probably can do it tomorrow. You can probably make $100 in a day fucking walking over to a rich neighborhood saying, "Hey, can I mow your lawn for 20 bucks? I'm a kid. I want to start a business. I'm just trying to raise some money." Go wash windows, go get a job to fund your business until you have enough money to invest in the product. Now, once you guys actually build capital, you have some sort of money, you need to do market research. And this is a step that so many people forget, and it's so crucial. You need to do proper market research, right? So now that you have a lot of money to invest, you need to figure out what products actually sell the best for you, right? Instead of just picking random products that you see on social media that you see people talking about that are probably just bullshit hype products that resellers are trying to sell you because they want you to buy their suppliers or buy their vendor links or buy off of them, you need to do research to find winning products, right? So go to eBay Sales Tracker, or go to my winning product spreadsheet in my Discord. If you guys want access to my Discord, I'll leave it in the link in the description. But I'll show you guys how to find winning products right now on eBay, right? It's very, very simple. So what you're gonna do, go to ebay.com. This is gonna be a very simple breakdown. I have a video on my channel showing this more in depth. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go here. You're gonna go to eBay, and then you're gonna click this little advanced thing right here. You're gonna click advanced, and then let's say you want to sell, cologne, right? You're going to type in cologne. You're going to type in a minimum price. This is basically how much this product is going to be sold for. So let's say you want to sell cologne for $200, right? You're going to put minimum price $200. And now you're going to click, where is it? It's down here somewhere. Free shipping, local pickup, authorized seller. There is, oh, sold items right here. Here it is. Okay, I was tripping for a second. Then you're gonna click search. All right. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for trends. All right. You're going to look for trends. So you're just gonna scroll, and you're gonna figure out what colognes are selling well. So let's see if we can find one. Okay, cool. So we see that a lot of Creed is being sold 205, 244, 230, right? 270, when you can get these for $30 from my suppliers. This might be a product that you want to sell. It's literally that simple, right? And now if you guys just want to go the extra step, let's say that you want to sell this product right here. Now instead of typing in cologne, you're going to get niche. You're going to type in Creed Silver Mountain Water, and you're going to look at the sales. 30th, 29th, 26th, 25th, 25th. I'm looking at the dates here, and you want them to be sold consistently at least once every like 2 days, ideally every day. But still looks like this product's doing pretty well. So I would go ahead and sell this product, right? Super high profits, being sold consistently, meaning it's in demand. And it's pretty easy to get your hands on. So it's a good product to sell. Now, once you guys actually do market research, you found products that are doing well for you. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth guide on how to find good products, either go to my winning product spreadsheet in my Discord, or go to another YouTube video I posted a couple days ago, maybe even a week ago at this point, talking about how to find winning products, and it'll be there for you. But once you find products you want to sell, you now need to find suppliers, right? The most important part about reselling is finding a trusted supplier. If you have a bad quality vendor, a bad quality supplier, it will result in chargebacks, returns, and poor reviews, which is only going to slow down your reselling journey. Not a lot of people talk about this, but when you start reselling, bro, and you're on a brand new account, whether that's a social media account, a marketplace app account, bro, building up social proof and building up reviews, happy customers, results is the most important thing. It is the best thing to do for your business. So when you're starting, especially, lock the fuck in on shipping, lock the fuck in on your response time, lock the fuck in on your quality, bro, because getting those initial results is going to help you push and scale your business in the future, because you already have a solid foundation, and now all you need to do is grow it, right? So you need to find a supplier that has fast shipping. This doesn't have to be a USA supplier. And honestly, in my opinion, the whole USA supplier like agenda that people push, the marketing tactic to get people to buy suppliers is kind of stupid. Because USA suppliers are good for a lot of products, like for example AirPods, and like cologne. Definitely get USA supplier for those products, because Chinese, like the Chinese can actually like the actual suppliers, the vendors can actually go ahead and make a warehouse in the USA and then get those products shipped. But if you guys are trying to find a USA clothing vendor, a USA bag vendor, a USA anything vendor besides really AirPods or cologne, bro, you're most likely buying from a reseller, which isn't bad, but you're gonna get taxed on products. So just be careful, all right? And there's a lot of China supplies as well that have 4 to 6 day shipping that are really really fast, that use certain methods like triangle shipping or other things that can get you products just as fast, if not faster, than some USA suppliers, right? Also, high quality products. Obviously, make sure you're finding a good supplier, validate them. Um, and then obviously the products too, you need to be able to sell them for a 3 to 5x profit, meaning that whatever the market's telling you this product is. So for example, this Creed, let's say 220 is the median price. All right, you do not want to have a supplier who's selling this for $100. You want to have a supplier that's selling this for between um 40 to $60, if not less than that. All right, which shouldn't be hard at all because a lot of pretty much all suppliers sell that product, the cologne in general, for less than that dollar amount. Now, obviously, I know that it's hard to find suppliers in 2025, bro. I know that it's hard to trust people. It's hard to determine which ones are scams, which ones are legit. So if you guys want to use my personal suppliers, I'm not being paid by these companies to sell you guys these suppliers. These are the ones that I personally use, that I personally researched. And before I started selling suppliers, the exact ones I used to actually resell and make money doing real reselling. Okay, so these are not just some bullshit vendors that I'm promoting. These are actual real tested vendors that I use to scale a real reselling business. Go to bk.supply.shop. You guys can see it right here. You guys can get any of my personal vendors, my all vendor bundle, my AirPod vendor, my clothing vendor. And I probably would recommend getting my vendor bundle if you guys want to start. Simply because you guys never know what products you guys might want or might need. And with this, you're gonna get access to pretty much every single reselling product. It's updated every week. So you're gonna get new untapped products, new vendors that are better than the older ones. You guys are going to get free resale guides, a bunch of other resources. And you guys can see, bro, just hella fucking customer reviews. Oh shit, let me refresh this because I just added customer reviews to my site, so they should pop up. Yeah, bro, look at these, bro. Fucking hella customer reviews, bro. Just fucking scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and it stops. It never stops, bro, because these suppliers are fucking legit. All right. So if you guys want good suppliers, you can use me. You can use somebody else. Just make sure that you're buying them off of somebody you trust. And I would recommend buying suppliers. I know it sounds crazy to say, but I'd recommend buying suppliers because, bro, it is going to save you time. All right. If you guys want to genuinely, start your business and become an entrepreneur, bro, you need to be saving time, bro. You don't need, honestly, bro, do anything that you fucking need to do to shorten the gap between getting to where you are and getting to where you want to go, bro. It doesn't matter how much money it costs. It doesn't matter how much whatever it costs right now. If it's going to save you time that you can use for more important tasks, do it, bro. So it's going to take way less time for you to trust somebody than it is to reach out to 20 suppliers for every product, um, and waste your time fucking texting suppliers trying to find out who's legit. Just buy a vendor off of somebody you trust. Okay, doesn't have to be me. It can be somebody else that maybe fuck with their content more, but just buy a fucking supplier, bro. Use your $10. All right. So now you need to list your products. All right. Now that you have products, you have a supplier, you need to order your products and then list them, right? Now, ideally, if you guys have a supplier that's super, super fast, I'm gonna add this really quickly. If you have a supplier that is super, super fast shipping, like less than a week, what you guys can do is you guys can go ahead and actually pre-list the products that you have on marketplace apps like Facebook, eBay, OfferUp, Mercari, etc. You guys can actually pre-list these products, and then if somebody wants to meet up today or tomorrow, or the next day, and you don't have the product, obviously just tell them that you're on a trip, you're on vacation, and then you get back on X date, and then the date's just going to be whenever you get your products in, right? Or maybe the day after if it comes late at night, all right? So that's a super easy method to get sales pretty much as soon as the product lands, all right? Now, listing your products, you need to list on as many apps as possible, but put the majority of your focus into one, right? So you want to pick a select niche of products that will sell well on that platform and lock in on it for the start of your resale journey. So for example, selling niche clones on eBay, selling niche like Chrome Hearts on Depop, selling golf clubs on Facebook, selling bags on Facebook, selling bags on eBay, selling whatever it might be, bro. All right, but your niche needs to come from either eBay or Depop, I would say, and then all the other products, you guys, or excuse me, all the other marketplace apps you can just list your products on, but do not make it like your main focus. Focus on either eBay or Depop. All right, and it's gonna make sense in a second, right? So I'm gonna kind of explain to you how to utilize these platforms and get the most out of it. And in order to do that, you need to be focused and locked in on one. All right. So you need to make sure that you have high quality photos. You need to make sure that you have competitive pricing, and you need to have good detailed descriptions. Now, for photos, right? If we go ahead and look at this Creed Silver Mountain water, excuse me, all of these ones, I believe that these are all the sold items, but all these sold items have good pictures. They're either using stock photos or the pictures are really, really high quality. Maybe not, actually, maybe not this one, bro, but A lot of these pictures are really, really nice, bro. All right. So you need something eye-catching, something scroll stopping. Like, bro, to be honest, I'm trying to find the best picture, the best example of something that is just really nice to show you guys, kind of give you guys a reference. Um Honestly, bro, like something like this, bro. It's really scroll stopping because it has the papers, the box, everything laid out, bro. And not a lot of people do that, right? It kind of breaks the cycle of just scrolling and seeing the same bottle, the same box, and you guys actually get everything laid out. So you can see that, right? And that's why this one sold for 400. Because, it's really, really well put together, all right? Another thing, bro, you need to have competitive pricing. So you need to look at all of these listings and kind of find out the median price. You don't have to base it off the lowest price, but base it off the median price. You don't have to be super exact with this, but just kind of guess, all right? Kind of guess what the average price this is being sold for and just list yours for 10 to 20 bucks less. And then good detailed descriptions. Now, this is going to include is where you got the product from. If you have a receipt, the condition of it, and always list your products as like new, okay? But always list your products as like new. But if it's in good condition, it's not used, just put, not used, still sealed or whatever in the description, and it'll be fine. If you're on local marketplace apps, list your meetup location. And if you're on local marketplace apps as well, list in multiple zip codes, as this is going to help you expand your reach. All right. Now, taking a good, look at some good listings and some bad listings, right? Now, this you would think is a good listing, but it's actually really, really not. Okay, I'm gonna break down why. Now, number one, you guys can see on this listing that number one, the photo is fucking inverted, all right? Or not inverted, it's rotated. This is literally what the photo looks like when you go on Facebook. It looks like fucking shit, all right? This would be a decent listing if he put a ring light in front of it, if he fucking rotated the photo and wasn't being a dumbass, and just listing it like this. But if you put a ring light in front of it or had some sort of forward lighting to actually show the products instead of backlighting, which makes it just look bad, um, and just low quality, it's gonna make the photos themselves have a lower quality. Then this would be a good listing. All right. Another thing too, there's literally no description. Use like new. Pro second gen. He did list them as used like new, but there's no description about the product, nothing about it. And then I looked at this dude's profile as well, and he only has them listed in one zip code, which is not helping him at all. And he has no profile picture. This is another thing. You need to make sure your profile is optimized. All right, you need to make sure you have a decent profile picture. Um, and you just look like somebody who's trusted, all right? So and then yeah, join Facebook in 2025. Like you can see that this dude is obviously selling reps, all right? So he's not, like I said, it's not scroll stopping at all. When I was scrolling and I was building out this template or whatever you want to call it, and I was looking for an example of a bad listing and a good listing. I scrolled it a couple times because I was trying to find a really good listing to show you guys. And bro, I literally missed this. I didn't even see this listing. That's how bad this is. I literally did not even see it because of just it's not scroll stopping at all. It's very easy to miss. Bad SEO. What do I mean by SEO? All right. So not a lot of keywords. AirPods, okay, cool, but AirPods is already in the title, so it doesn't really matter. There's no keywords, there's no description. This is going to mean that the listing is basically going to be at the bottom of the page, which is not what you want because people usually buy from the top five listings, all right? And then, yeah, they're obvious reps, bro. This dude joined Facebook in 2025. Terrible description. Um, yeah, yeah, it's just not good, bro. Not a good listing. And you would think, and maybe to the untrained eye, this looks like a good one, but it's not. It's very, very bad. Now, this is an example of a good listing, okay? Now, it would be better if you had some better lighting, maybe rearrange the product a little bit better. However, all right, um, it's still okay, right? Um, Now, the reason why it's okay is for a couple things, all right? The first thing is these are I don't think that these are AirPod Pro 3s. It says AirPod Pros, Apple AirPods third generation, but I don't know if these are actual. Hold on, let me look, bro. Apple AirPods third. Is there a difference between Pro 3 and third gen? I don't think that there is. I don't know. Apple AirPods third gen. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, that makes sense, bro. Okay, Loki thought they were the same thing. All right, never mind. Okay, so these can be third generation. These can definitely be third gen. But almost new Apple AirPods Pro 3 have the box and paperwork only selling because no longer needed. So he's saying basically what he's doing here is he's, saying I think that these are real. Number one, I think that he's selling real AirPods. Um I think he's being truthful, but he's giving an excuse as to why he's selling them. So you can do the same thing saying that, oh, I got these from my grandma. Oh, I got these as a gift. Or you can literally, this is actually a good excuse to use. He says that he bought them to replace his old ones because he thought he lost them, but then he found them. This is a really good excuse. I think this guy isn't I don't think this guy's lying, but this is a very, very good excuse. Also another thing that he did, which is super good. He used a price anchor, right? So he's saying yours for $70. They're selling for this amount, but you can get it for a lower price, right? This is literally the entire point of reselling. The entire point of reselling is to buy good quality products at a lower price, and he is showing that in here. So kudos to this guy. Now, yeah, like I said, also another thing before I get to what I was gonna say, Apple, AirPods, Amazon, Apple. There's a lot of SEO keywords that are gonna boost it. Um, that are going to boost the listing, as well as he used a discount too. So you can even put, like, for example, if you want to sell them for 100, put the price as 120 and then discount them to 100, and it'll boost the SEO, right? So that's super cool as well. Now I do think the photo could be a little bit better, adding more photos, more angles of the product, maybe showing the angles of the box, would be better. But overall, a pretty good listing. All right. So now that you guys understand kind of how to go ahead and list your products, I'm going to break down the exact social media funnel that you can copy and use to scale to your first about about 5K a month. I could say you could actually hit 10K a month doing this. It's not very efficient, but you definitely could. But after you master this, you're going to be able to actually hit 10K a month very, very easily. With the next kind of progression I'm going to show you. So yeah, it's kind of a process, right? Especially if you're a beginner, right? So what you guys are gonna do is you guys are gonna post products on Instagram. You're gonna post products on, or excuse me, not products. You're gonna post content on TikTok. You're gonna post content on Snapchat. Now you're going to post viral content related to reselling. Um, about this product, whatever it might be. Just go ahead and type in your product in the search bar of Instagram or TikTok and find content and remake this content, right? Get as many views as you can and then funnel all of your traffic to a marketplace app. So put the link to your marketplace app in your bio. Okay. Now, the reason why we are not doing Shopify or anything like that, or selling links right away or anything like that, is because in order to actually sell links or bulk supply people or do what all your favorite resellers do, you actually need to be knowledgeable on the business itself. You need to be able to provide value to people. You need to be able to help people, and you're never going to do that if you don't actually do this yourself. So this process is not necessarily efficient for reselling, okay? But it is efficient long term because it's going to help you actually understand the business and be able to help people when you do actually enter a more leveraged and scalable business model, okay? So you need to understand that. So what you're going to do is they're going to make content on these platforms and list them on one marketplace app, either eBay or Depop. That's why I said to lock in on one app, because this is basically going to be your entire income. All right. So you're going to funnel them to one marketplace app. And the reason why you do this and post on social media and then actually go ahead and bring people to your app instead of just posting on the app and just leaving it sit is because you're going to get increased views, right? So the people from your Instagram, um, and TikTok and Snapchat are gonna get more views in the listing, boost it up in the search. Um, right, you're gonna get better SEO because the more engagement, the more views something gets, the higher it goes. Just like when you have money, it's easier to get rich. Or excuse me, it's easier to get richer when you're already rich. It's easier to make sales when you're already getting so many views and you're already making sales. Once you get that ball rolling, it's really, really easy. You just have to make the first push. And this is what social media is going to help you do. You're going to get more views, which is going to add to your credibility, and you're going to get niche bulk buyers. So since you're actually selling a very, very specific niche of products and you're locked in on one thing, you're going to get bulk buyers who are going to want multiple of these products, right? And then also, like I said, you're building reselling skills so you can actually build a real long-term sustainable, valuable business in the long run, right? And also a couple more things. You're building a personal brand. So even though you're not, you don't have a Shopify account, you don't have a website yet, you're still building a brand on these. You're still building a name, you're still building a following, while actually learning about the business model. So you're literally fucking knocking out two birds with one stone, and you're building a really, really strong foundation for a reselling business. Now, once you guys kind of, are getting traffic, you guys are making sales, and you feel like you are pretty good at reselling, okay? You can answer a lot of beginner questions. You know how the business model works, and there's not necessarily a certain metric as to when you transition into the next thing I'm about to show you, but it's almost just kind of whenever you feel that you're ready. You guys are going to transition into something called social media bulk supplying. Now, basically, what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to do the same exact model, right? But you're going to go on Telegram, Shopify, or Discord, right? Um, or either Telegram and Shopify or Telegram and Discord. Or excuse me, not Telegram and Discord, Shopify and Discord, right? You guys are going to build out a website and a community for your followers. Since you already have a personal brand, you already have people that follow you, you're going to basically redirect all these people from your marketplace app that found you on social media and direct them to Discord, right? You're going to start actually supplying these people with products so that they can sell them for themselves because these people saw, this is another thing too, these people, right, on your social media platforms, they saw you making sales. They saw that your method works. So what you can basically do now is you can say, okay, this is what I did. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it too. All you guys need to do is get supplied by me. And now you have a bunch of bulk buyers that actually believe in you because they literally saw your entire process of how this works, right? Now, this is not to say to stop selling on marketplace apps. You certainly can because, like I said, once you get the ball rolling and building momentum, it's really up from there, bro. Like, it's not gonna your marketplace app is not gonna die. You're still gonna get a lot of sales. You're still gonna get a lot of listings, even if you're not a listings, excuse me, a lot of views, even if you're not posting on social media, because you got that ball rolling, because you have reviews on your account. You're gonna make the top page every time. You're gonna make sales every day, bro. Like that's how it just works once you start to get the ball rolling. But you're gonna either build out a free community and then supply on that community, or you're going to build out a free community and then lead them to your Shopify where you're supplying on an actual website, right? This is called bulk supplying, and this is really, really, really powerful, right? It's really scalable. It's really, really powerful because you already have a niche following willing to buy from you. Like I said, they're willing to buy from you, bro. They already saw your success on this marketplace app, you actually reselling, and now you can just teach them how to do it too, bro. It's the natural progression and the natural order of things, right? Also, bro, bulk supplying means more revenue, you have recurring customers, and guaranteed sales every month, bro. With these marketplace apps, you're only making single sales. You're only making, maybe one sale a day, three sales a day, and you're selling single units. But with these, you're selling 3, 5, 10 products every single sale, right? Which means that the time you put into making a sale is worth a lot more money, meaning that you are becoming more valuable as a, like literally, like you are literally becoming more valuable as a person by bulk supplying rather than just selling singles. And then also, it's very, very easy to scale. More views is more sales. It's that simple, bro. Now with marketplace app, it is kind of the same thing, but without any of this social media, if we were to just cross all this shit off and we were to say fuck social media, we're just gonna go on marketplace app, it's gonna be very, very hard to get enough views just on this app alone to make 10K a month. But with social media kind of powering it, you absolutely can. Like social media, okay, so like think about this as like a car engine, right? This is an engine, right? um Now these TikTok, Instagram, fucking Snapchat, these are all fucking modifying your car to make it go faster and get to where it needs to go in a shorter amount of time. Let's say Instagram is your fucking cold air intake. Fucking TikTok is your fucking Valvetronic exhaust. And let's say Snapchat is a fucking supercharger, right? You added a fucking supercharger to your car and now it's gonna fucking and it's gonna be a lot faster. All right. Now, the natural continuation of that, right? If you put an intake system, if you put a new exhaust, and you put a supercharger on a fucking 1986 Chevy Tahoe, it doesn't matter. Your car is gonna break down and it's fucked, right? Now, if you put a supercharger on, let's say, a decent car on like a 300, like a Chrysler 300, or you put it on a Camaro, right? A decent car, not a great car, but a decent car. Actually, those are all pretty good cars. I would love to have any of those two cars. But anyways, you get the point. If you put on a good car, it's going to make it better. But if you put it on a bad car, it's going to make it worse, right? So the same thing applies, bro. If you have good listings, if you have a good account, social media is going to amplify that and make it better. If you have bad listings, a bad account, you're not trusted, social media is only going to make that worse and amplify that. All right. So that's why it's so important to actually make sure that you have the fundamentals down. You understand the business of reselling before you go into bulk supplying, before you sell vendor links, because you need to actually understand how this shit works if you guys want to actually make money, right? Now, if you guys copy this exact funnel, literally word for word, bro, this entire funnel that I fucking built out for you guys right here in this video, I promise that if you lock in for 3 to 6 months, you will make $10,000 a month minimum. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. If you don't, do that and you genuinely lock in and you genuinely do all the right things, may God fucking murder my future children, bro. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do this. All right. Now, if you guys need help reselling beyond this video, you guys actually want a community full of people to help you, to support you. You guys want motivation, seeing people sell products every single day. You guys want free reselling tools, reselling resources, and rewards for making money with reselling. I'll leave the link to my free Discord down below where you guys can actually join. Um, and actually go ahead and have a community full of people to help you out. Have constant, support from me and other team members that are willing to help you out with reselling. And I think that'll be super, super valuable for a lot of you guys, especially who are first starting. So I'll leave that down below for you guys to join if you guys want. But I hope you guys found this video valuable, and I really hope that you do implement this, because I say this at the end of pretty much all of my content, but you can watch as many videos as you want. You can do as much note taking and research as you want, but until you actually implement this shit, bro, you're never going to make any money. So get off your fucking, doom scrolling. Get off your fucking gooning session, and go actually make some money and go actually implement this. Because if you do it properly and you do it, and you lock in on it, bro, this will literally change your life. All right. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found it valuable. If you guys want to see more content from me, you want to support the channel, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and drop a comment down below of what videos you want to see next. Any questions you guys have. Every comment, every source of engagement you guys give me really helps the channel more than you guys could ever possibly imagine. So I really do appreciate all of it, even if it's as small as even just a like. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys found this valuable. Hope you guys really take action and actually implement the steps that I showed you. And I will see you guys in the next video. BK out.